Hey guys, it's your host Diamond and we're here at Sportskeeda. And well, the finals between Croatia and France is lined up. Everyone's excited about the same. We have people sitting right over here with us. Towards my left, these guys are supporting France, and towards my right, there are people who are supporting Croatia. So let's see, what do these guys have to say about the same? Why do you think France has got a better chance?
I think France right now have the most complete team, right from the goalkeeper to defense to midfield to attack. I think everything's coming together finally, and the final is probably where we will see a really good performance from Didier Deschamps' men.
Fantastic. And why do you think Croatia has got an edge over France?
I mean, if France is a complete team, then Croatia has every right to claim that they are a complete team too, and we're just going to stretch this into extra time and
If anything more, we are a more complete team. They've got individual players in the squad who shine out bright individually, and they've somehow struggled specifically during the group stages to function as a unit. But Croatia, that's not been the case with Croatia. We've been
and of course, we have the added advantage of having extra match experience because we've essentially played like 90 minutes more than these guys in this tournament. So yeah, we're going to win.
So well, those are some quite strong points that these guys have made. So what do you have to say about this, and why do you think France has got a better attack when compared to Croatia?
Firstly, I'd like to respond to their 90 minutes thing. 3 extra times, you guys must be tired as hell. And Croatia had one less day of rest compared to France. France played before you guys. So France are well rested, while Croatia will actually be hoping it doesn't go to extra time this time.
And he's talking about stars shining. Are you serious? Have you seen France team? Everyone shines on that team. What are you saying, Croatia? How can you even say that?
Luka Modric's shine is going to encompass the entire football field tomorrow.
Luka Modric,
I mean on Sunday.
The best in the center of any park in any world, period. Luka Modric. And probably the second best right next to him in Ivan Rakitic. So we're going to boss the midfield. And Mandzukic has scored at the most optimum time for us going into the final. He's found the back of the net in the semi-final. And we'll be counting on him making a difference in the final against France as well. So, yeah.
The king and the minister is on the football field. Why wouldn't the kingdom belong to Croatia?
So Mandzukic looked pretty tired in the England game, I think he just had a stroke of luck when Perisic gave him the ball to feed on to score. But you're talking about Mandzukic going up against Umtiti and Varane, who've been very solid in defense, and they're even scoring goals. They've probably scored more than Mandzukic combined.
So you're going to maintain the tightest of defenses, fair enough. But France have Pogba and Mbappe. One pinpoint cross, one run breaking past defense, it's done. That's all it takes, literally.
We have a versatile midfield, so if Brozovic plays behind Rakitic and Modric, they have the license to roam. If you want to say for example, if you want to stifle Pogba's threat, you can always put Modric in behind and put Kramaric up front in front of them,
Got different formations.
So we have a plan A and a plan B. What do you guys have?
I can't actually believe they were actually comparing Stones and Walker to Rafael Varane and Umtiti. Varane is a guy who's won so many Champions League. Umtiti's won La Liga with Barcelona. You can't compare them with someone who's just played 2-3 games for England before coming to the World Cup. Anyway, coming to the midfield, you have a guy called N'Golo Kante. Okay, he's going to keep Modric. He's going to be tied to Modric, and he's not even going to let Modric do anything. Even if Modric does anything, he's going to probably, the only trophy he's going to win is probably the Golden Ball, which I will agree. I have respect for Modric because he has done very well in this tournament. But I don't think he's the only one who can actually unlock the French defense. And if he's marked out by Kante, I don't see anyone else doing it because...
as opposed to your point, what I'm trying to say is, so when France play, Kante basically plays on either side of Pogba, wherever he needs support from. And as for Croatia, they have a free-flowing kind of formation, which means that Kante is going to be taken all around the field by Modric if he can do it. And Modric is very capable of doing that. And if Kante gets taken out of position and then Pogba is exposed, you know that Pogba's defensive capabilities are not as strong as Kante's, by any stretch of the imagination.
Speaking about both your attacks and midfields, let's talk about your defense as well. So how does the defense of France make it better when compared to Croatia?
So again, like he said, Umtiti has just won the La Liga, Varane's just won the 3rd Champions League in a row. Both of them are super high on confidence and they've been incredible throughout the tournament. They're going to be a very solid partnership to break past, and I don't think Mandzukic has it in him to do so. I think the pair of them will easily, nullify that threat. And apart from that, Croatia doesn't have too many attacking outlets. I mean, they're good in midfield, but when Modric is going to be restrained, when Mandzukic can't break through, there's very little they can do. So, and I just feel like France's attack is also a little better, and that might just edge out Croatia towards the end.
Salko and Strinic on either side of the center of defense. But okay, yeah, Dejan Lovren isn't the most sturdy guy you'll ever find in at the heart of your defense. But like he said, he has made it to 2 premium finals in one season now. And like he showed in the game against England, he might have had a few errors in him, but he more than made up with passion and determination and, you know, getting his head to the ball first, more importantly than anything else. And Vida has been quite rock steady at the back alongside him, which has helped. And Vrsaljko and Strinic have been just as good as Pavard and Hernandez, bobbing up and down the flanks.
That's pretty interesting. Now, how does the goalkeeper see? Because if in case if the match goes up to a shootout, or it's going to get very intense. So why do you think you guys have a better goalkeeper when compared to that of France?
Subasic, he's gonna show up, with a closed on Sundays sign on for the World Cup final. He's just gonna shut up shop. Like he's done it. He's done it against Denmark. He did it against Russia, and he was pretty formidable against England when everybody thought that he had injury concerns and all that. He was smiling all the time. I mean, he looked in his element, and he is a huge goalkeeper. I mean, like bigger than Courtois.
Yeah,
right?
one word
like,
I would put it, how our goalkeeper is better than Lloris is he's taller, you know, and he's bigger, he's stronger.
Lloris has like one calamity in him, you know it. It's Hugo Lloris after all, and it has not come out until now, but maybe Sunday is the day when it pops out finally. Hopefully.
Those calamities come only when he wears a Tottenham shirt, not a France shirt. So I'm going to... you've seen what he's done in the knockout stages already. He made a brilliant save against Uruguay, and he threw his body on the line against Diego Godin, who eventually missed. And even in the match against Belgium, he made a fine save, which kept a clean sheet after all that.
So, see, I personally don't think the goalkeeper is going to have a lot to do. Like they said, Croatia's best chance is to play it out, go into the extra time and then penalties. So there isn't going to be a lot of attacking they're going to do. They're going to be busy defending France. So that's what I think. There isn't going to be much of Hugo Lloris that we're going to see.
Every time a Monaco goalkeeper reaches the World Cup final, that team loses. Since 2006 it was Barthez, in 2010 it was Stecklenburg, in 2014 it was Romero, who was on loan at Monaco for a point. So a Monaco goalkeeper has always lost the final. So that's something that...
Guess we're going to write history on Sunday then.
Law of average suggests that it's bound to change at some point. That's what the law of average suggests. So.
This isn't that point. At some point, not this one. This isn't it.
Well, it's been really interesting talking to these guys about the midfield, defense, attack and the goalkeepers. But when it comes to a major tournament like FIFA 2018 World Cup and that to the finale, the past record, that is the entire performance during the tournament, also matters the most. So do you think Croatia have it in them to go out there and embrace the finale?
Croatia deservedly is in the final of the 2018 FIFA World Cup. They might not have a wealth of talent, wealth of experience in terms of having performed or in World Cup tournaments before, like France has. But that could be a good thing, because you go out there, no pressure on you, no one's expecting you to do anything. Much like Portugal against France in the Euro final, which France somehow managed to lose without to Portugal without Ronaldo. And France struggle in finals. They aren't really a big game team.
Yeah, I'm going to throw the law of averages back in their faces for this one. So this is a match they've been building up for quite a long time, and this group is much more fearless than the group which we saw in 2006 or let's say the 2016 Euros. And what you have here is a good mixture of youth and experience coming together to the fore. And what you're going to see is probably a complete performance in the final where Deschamps' men haven't exactly been doing that, but they've been building up to a big game all this while.
This is, one of the most exciting and fun to watch French teams that we've seen. So I think this might just be the group, to end that sort of history that they're talking about. Law of averages indeed, huh?
Well, this has been quite an interesting conversation with the supporters of both the teams right over here. Well, like I guaranteed you, FIFA 2018 finale is going to be yet another nail-biting finish. But before that, let's ask these guys what's their prediction for this game.
2-2 Croatia in extra time, because we're going to drag this game into extra time. And then after that, they're playing in our yard. Yep. And then we're going to win this match 2-1.
Luka to score the winner. Luka.
Where do you think the game's going to end?
Croatia have never beaten France, if I remember correctly. So I'm still going to go with my predictions from the previous round, 2-1 to France.
Well, it's been fantastic talking to the supporters of both the teams right over here at Sportskeeda. We are certainly anticipating a fantastic finale between France and Croatia. It's going to be one to watch out for, but let's see what's going to happen in the game. And for more updates, like, share and subscribe. Sportskeeda.
Allez les Bleus!
Luka!